All right, hi guys, this is Master Andy, Coach Ethan here. So we decided we'd make a little video. This is for the parents of the students here at Ann Arbor Mixed Martial Arts. Basically today we're going to cover some basic concepts in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. So basically whenever you see the kids in class rolling around and wrestling around and you're wondering really what they're doing, today we're going to kind of break down and help to explain to you what they're learning. So Coach, if you can stand up for just 1 second. So hopefully, yeah, we're still on the screen. All right, so the main concept for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, if he stretches his arm out, since he's bigger than me, he's taller, in general, his reach is longer than mine. What this means is he can punch me in the face, and I can't reach him. I can't hit him back. So in general, that's why they have weight classes in boxing and other combat sports. It's size-wise to try to make it competitive, make it fair. So in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, the idea is if we're standing and throwing punches, he's going to have a huge advantage. Go ahead and lay flat on your back. Now, just spin your head here. Oh, there you go. Now, interesting thing is when we're on the ground, if he stretches his fist up to hit me, he can't reach me now. He can't hit me. I can hit him. So once we change the position from standing to the ground, it changes the situation. The other thing that's good about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, especially for kids, is you don't have to punch and kick and hurt the other person. It's possible just for me to hold someone and control them. So one of the first things that we learn in class, this we call the upa, or the mount escape. So this is the mount position. From here, he's in a very big disadvantage because all my weight's on top of him. If I was going to try to choke him or try to hit him, this isn't where he wants to be to defend himself. So this is one of the first techniques that we teach the kids. What he wants to do is he wants to get my arms to the floor or keep my arms busy so that I'm not hitting him. So he uses his leg, he pushes on my back, he drives my arms down to the ground. Now that my hands are on the ground, he's going to trap one of my arms. Now, even from here, if he just turns straight to the side to throw me over, he's going to have to be stronger than me and bigger than me. He could probably muscle me through, but if we switch jobs, switch positions. So he's a bigger guy than me, he's stronger than me. So if all I'm going to try to do is try to throw him to the side, it's going to be extremely difficult. But when I use my hips, to drive his head forward, I bump. Now it's easier for me to roll and escape. So that's why there's days in class where you'll see us working with the kids. And right now, I'm just by myself for a second. Where we do this exercise where we lift our hips up and we touch the mat. Lift your hips up and touch the mat. So all we're doing is practicing our hip bump or our upa.
Did I just
so
hear
from here. What did you say?
Did I just hear a
Yeah, no, your hands up. So right now we're recording, but that's okay. But yeah, I'm showing them how to do a upa incorrectly. Then if I'm trying to throw them, then it takes muscle versus using your hips to roll your partner over. So that's the exercise we practice with bumping our hips up and rolling our body to the side. So that's okay. So the sequence we've been working on lately in class is teaching the kids how to set up their arm bar. So sometimes the person on the bottom, especially if they don't know what they're doing, they don't try to throw you off, but they turn to their side. So if he turns to his side, I'm adjusting my leg position, I'm hooking his arm, I'm pinning his head. Now if you see your child doing this, this is a big mistake. If I lift my body like this, I'm going to pull your arm out, Coach Ethan. His arm's going to come out and I basically lost everything. So when we're doing our arm bar, we want to stay as low as possible. So when he turns to the side, I adjust my legs, pin the head, hook the arm, I swing the leg over, but I stay close to the ground. Now from here you'll notice I pinch my knees together and I keep his arm hooked. We don't explain this to the kids, but from this position I could break Coach Ethan's arm. If I lift my hips up and pull down, this would be an arm bar, it would pop his arm here. For the kids, all we work on is getting into the position. We don't even emphasize lifting the hips or pulling down on the arm, but we do emphasize pinching the knees together and putting pressure with our legs. So if he's trying to move around to get out, I want to be able to hold him in this position without him escaping. Now the next exercise, I take my leg off. When he sits up, all I'm going to do is right now he's turning into me. So now this is the guard position. Now this is probably the position that looks the weirdest to most people when they see it. The idea or the science behind the guard is simply this. When he's in this position, I have my legs around him, which helps me control his body. If he's trying to punch me or hit me, as long as I keep my hands to the inside and bring him close to me, from here now if he's trying to hit me, he's not going to be able to punch me that hard. If he has distance, that's going to hurt. Those punches are going to be powerful. If he's close, now it's going to be a lot more. Now those punches there, but keep punching. These punches are going to be irritating, but they're not going to hurt me. They're not going to break my ribs, and it's not going to injure me. So the technique that they've been working on in class from here is going to be the same armbar we did from the mount, but now it's from our back. So I hook the wrist. With my free hand, I reach inside his leg. This is to help me spin. The number one mistake kids make here is they just try to throw their leg over their partner's head. And if you see your child kicking someone else in the head, it's because they're not spinning. When I spin my body, now I'm sideways, this leg goes over very easily. I'm using both of my legs and my arm to kick my partner to the side, and I stay close. And now from here, we're in that exact same position we were before, pinching the knees to control our partner's arm. Okay, this time when I take the leg off, he's just going to sit up, and I'm just going to swing to his back while we spin so they can see. All right, so the back position, it's important my feet are hooked inside of his legs. My arms, we call this a seat belt, over, under. Basically, it's just like we're wearing a seatbelt in the car. So this is the position that I want to be in to hold my partner. Now the reason why this is important, wherever he moves, wherever he goes, he's not going to be able to lose me. I'm going to stay tight and stay close so he can't escape and get away from me. If he's trying really hard to get out, he's going to burn a lot of energy. Go ahead, get out. So wherever he goes, I'm just going to stay with him. And after a couple minutes of this, yeah, he's tight. All right. So the main technique that we would do from this position for self-defense would actually be a choke, but we don't teach the kids chokes in class. So again, we're going to do an arm bar. So from here, I hold the shoulder. I'm going to block the head. When I fall to the side, my leg goes over his waist, so there's space for the other leg to go over the head. Stretch the legs. Again, I control the arm. Knees pinched together, so it's difficult for my partner to escape. So we'll put all three of them together right now for you, which is the drill you'll see the kids doing in class. So number one, when he turns, adjust the legs, hook the arm, pin the head, step over, pinch the knees together. Number two will be the arm bar from the back. So when he sits straight up, I just spin, get my seatbelt position, over, under, grab the shoulder, block the head, fall to the side, same position. The last one, and sometimes, right now we practice taking it off, but one way he could escape is if he pushed the leg off and sat up and turned into me, that would be a good escape for him. So now we do the last one, which is the arm bar from the guard. Grab the wrist, hook the leg. Most important part is the spin. Leg over, push with 2 feet. Now we're on top, and we can finish the arm lock. All right, so hopefully this video will help you guys just kind of understand what we're doing in class, and maybe you can even practice with them at home. And when you are practicing, because of the size difference, the biggest thing you want to work on is just their positioning. Making sure they're holding you tight, staying close, squeezing with their legs. All right, guys. Look forward to seeing you guys in class soon. Deuces.
Deuces. Sorry to jack everybody up.
Oh, that's okay.
I like the which is usually a safe sign if you're not doing it right.
Yeah, usually the grunting is a sign that we didn't do it correctly.